It was the night of the company's gala, a shimmering affair where glittering chandeliers cast warm golden light across the polished marble floor, and soft jazz intertwined with the murmur of well-dressed professionals. I had arrived expecting the usual small talk and polite handshakes, the perfunctory laughter of acquaintances and colleagues, a night that promised nothing more than social obligations. But the moment Emily entered, the air shifted, subtle but unmistakable, like a quiet storm building behind a fragile calm. She glided through the room, her dress a fluid black cascade, the kind of elegance that drew eyes without effort. My chest tightened as I watched her laugh at jokes that weren't hers, leaning toward a colleague I barely recognized, her hand brushing his arm in a manner too intimate for a professional gathering. At first I tried to tell myself it was harmless, an innocent moment of social ease, but then I caught the whispered glances, the sly smirks, the way she subtly made it clear that I, her fiancée, was nothing more than background noise. I should have confronted her then, pulled her aside and demanded the truth, but something deeper, almost paralyzing, held me in place. Perhaps it was denial, perhaps it was fear of seeing the betrayal laid bare, but instead I let the moment stretch, feeling a silent, gnawing dread coil inside me. And then came the words that tore through the thin veil of civility. "He's lucky I even give him the time of day," Emily said, her voice low but perfectly audible to the circle of co-workers she had gathered. The laughter that followed was sharp, cutting through the soft music like shattered glass, and in that instant the humiliation settled over me like a cold, suffocating blanket. I felt exposed, naked under the scrutiny of everyone present, my own blood hot with a mix of anger, hurt, and disbelief. I left quietly, avoiding the eyes of our colleagues, each step heavier than the last, my heart pounding in a rhythm of betrayal. Outside, the cool night air did little to soothe me. Every breath was a reminder of her words, her public mockery, the cruel amusement she took in my embarrassment. For days, my phone became a battlefield, flooded with her frantic messages, apologies dripping with desperation, each one a testament to the vulnerability of a woman I had never truly understood. She begged, pleaded, and at times threatened, trying to reclaim the control she had so effortlessly lost over me. But the humiliation was etched too deep, the sense of betrayal too raw, and with every message I felt the weight of our fractured trust grow heavier. I began to notice patterns, subtle shifts in her behavior that I had ignored before, signs of deceit hidden beneath the veneer of affection. Her phone buzzed too often, the name displayed always carefully concealed, her laughter too practiced, her glances too fleeting. One night, unable to sleep, I found myself going through the gallery of photos on her device, not out of curiosity but out of a compulsive need to see what reality lay beneath her polished exterior. That's when I noticed it, a single photograph, innocuous at first glance, showing her in a quiet corner of a cafe, her hand resting on someone else's in a way that screamed intimacy, their heads bent together over a shared secret. I confronted her the next morning, my hands shaking, my voice quieter than I expected, carrying a weight that silenced the room. Emily's reaction was a mixture of shock and defensive charm, her words smooth, rehearsed, trying to twist the narrative, to make me doubt my own eyes. But the truth was there, stubborn and unyielding, and no amount of pleading could erase the image seared into my mind. 4 days, I watched her attempt to reconstruct the life we had built together, each action carefully calculated, each apology a performance meant to soothe my wounded pride. Yet, every smile she offered, every touch she feigned, felt hollow, an echo of the warmth I once knew but could no longer trust. The gala replayed in my mind like a cruel film, each moment dissected, each smirk and whispered comment now loaded with meaning. I realized that the betrayal was not just the physical closeness, the flippant words, but the erosion of respect, the deliberate positioning of herself above me, the calculated way she had ensured everyone else saw me as secondary, as beneath her amusement. The depth of her manipulation was staggering, and I felt an anger so potent it vibrated through my very bones. And yet, mingled with that rage was a profound sorrow, a heartbreak that came not only from her actions but from the shattering realization that the woman I had loved, trusted, and planned a future with could harbor such cold indifference. Then came the final blow, a revelation I had not anticipated. While reviewing our shared financial statements for a routine matter, I noticed discrepancies too precise, too deliberate to be accidental. A series of transfers, small but consistent, leading to an account I did not recognize, and with a sinking feeling, I traced the activity to the same period as her clandestine cafe meetings. The full picture unfolded before me, each detail confirming the betrayal in a way that words could never fully capture. Emily had not only humiliated me publicly but had orchestrated a hidden life, threading lies through our shared existence like venom in the veins of trust. I confronted her one last time, and the encounter was not marked by tears or pleading, but by a cold, unflinching exchange of truths. She did not deny it, and in her eyes I saw neither shame nor regret, only the faintest trace of curiosity at my reaction. The depth of her indifference was breathtaking, a revelation so complete it left me hollow. I walked away then, leaving her standing amidst the remnants of the life we had constructed, a life now irreparably fractured. As I stepped into the quiet of the night, away from the gala's lingering glow and the echoes of laughter that had cut so deep, I felt a sorrow that was sharp and permanent, a heartbreak etched into the very rhythm of my existence. In the weeks that followed, I rebuilt in silence, each step deliberate, each moment of solitude a reclamation of self. Emily continued to reach out, her messages evolving from frantic apologies to subtle manipulations, but I remained distant, untouchable, my trust fractured beyond repair. The memory of the gala lingered, a shadow that informed every choice, every interaction, a reminder of the fragility of appearances and the ruthlessness of betrayal. And though the pain remained, I found a strange clarity in it, a resolution that came not from forgiveness but from the acceptance of truth. The woman I had loved, the life I had imagined, was gone, and in its absence I discovered the sharp, relentless strength to move forward, scarred but undeniably unbroken. The gala had promised glittering lights and fleeting joy, but it had delivered something far more lasting, a lesson in the depths of human duplicity, the sharp sting of public humiliation, and the unyielding power of truth. And as I walked away, the city lights reflecting in my eyes, I knew one thing with unshakable certainty. Some betrayals cannot be mended, some hearts cannot be reclaimed, and some truths, once revealed, will echo forever, unrelenting and complete.